My name is Delane Blake Simon, often pronounced in Texas and other places as Simon, but it's Simon. I'm originally from Lafayette, Louisiana. I was born in Lafayette, Louisiana. When I was 9 years old, I moved to Houston, Texas, and I spent my adolescent years in Missouri City, Texas. So I graduated in 2011 with a criminal justice degree, and I also graduated in 2016 with a master's in counseling. Upon graduating from high school, I took a year and a half off because in high school I was focused on the wrong things. I put a lot of time into sports, but I never put enough effort to get a scholarship because I never gave 100%. I put a lot of time into chasing girls, and whenever I graduated, those girls was moving on and going to college. And then I did things like sold drugs and worked, but never saved money for college. So everything that I was putting a lot of effort into while I was in high school didn't translate into me going to college. So I sat out for a year and a half. Upon graduation, I had one of my boys who I graduated with, who was at Texas Southern University, and he indicated that he was transferring to Prairie View. And he said, man, you should come with me. And I was on a moving truck helping people move, and I helped this lady move from the 3rd floor to the 3rd floor. And we had to bring her stuff downstairs, then bring it upstairs, and I was like, this is not life for me. So eventually I was like, yeah, I gotta make a move. And I applied to Prairie View that semester, which was during fall of 2006, and I ended up attending in fall 2007. So it wasn't a traditional path, but eventually I made it. Whenever I got to Prairie View, that was the first time in my life I saw brothers every Tuesday dressed in suits. I didn't see that in high school, except for prom. So when you see things like that and the conversation changes from talking about girls to talking about world issues and you start talking about leadership, you know, that's the biggest impact that Prairie View had on me because it changed my life, but it gave me the experience. Since graduating from Prairie View A&M University, I've had many accomplishments professionally and as an entrepreneur. Post-graduation, I started working in financial aid at Prairie View A&M University, helping students and families navigate through the financial aid process. After 4 years of working in financial aid, I resigned and created my own platform to go in and help students and families as they transition not only to college, but through middle school and high school, mainly focusing on the financial aid process, but also focusing on the mindset. So I wrote a book called The Transition Guide and Journal. The book was designed to help students transition to college, through college. So I made it for middle school students, for high school students. The main objective of the book is to create the mindset. So it's 3 parts to the book. I talk about my personal story. I also talk about what I speak about often, which are the 5 foundation keys. And then also breaking down the financial aid process. I understand that that can be a very difficult process. So I not only want to speak about it, but I want to give students and families something tangible that they can read, that they can hold on to, that can help them as they make that transition. Particularly when you're dealing with financial aid. If you don't have that guidance coming in as a student that's an incoming freshman, that can lead you right back home. If you don't have that payment by the 12th class day, you can be right back home, and then that can translate into you making a baby or getting into a job that you really don't want to do, a career that you really don't want to do. So I saw the impact that it can have on our communities, and then I developed the passion to not only write the book, but to just impact students and families in a particular type of way that will push the culture forward. One of the greatest lessons that I've learned since I first stepped foot on campus is that you just got to keep going. You have to continue to fight through adversity, which is something that I've always done my entire life. But whenever you step out and you're on your own, you have to do it in a different type of way. Prairie View A&M University will forever be in my heart.